Driver is directed by Edgar Wright and stars Ansel Elgort, Lily James, Kevin Spacey, John Hamm, and Jamie Foxx, and it tells the story of Baby, played by Ansel Elgort, which is basically one of the best getaway drivers in this crime boss's company, which is played by Kevin Spacey. He loves mixtaping conversations, and he's also a bit deaf, but he loves listening to music every time he gets away from robberies, until he meets this girl played by Lily James, and he has a bit of a romantic connection with her, and he just doesn't want to be a driver anymore. He wants to just get along with Lily James. Then shit happens. Now, I love Edgar Wright as a director. I think he is really talented. He does really amazing movies like Shaun of the Dead, Scott Pilgrim. Like, those films are my favorite, especially Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I saw the trailers of this movie. When I first heard the movie's called Baby Driver, I was like, what the heck is this title? But, like, the trailers make sense. I was like, okay, the guy's named Baby, and he's deaf, but he loves listening to music when he drives. I think this film will be awesome. And I went out of this film thinking this film was awesome. I loved this film. I can't decide between Logan and this movie is the best of the year, because this movie nearly bet Logan. Trust me, this movie was amazing. Let's talk about the main positives of the film. The cast. They did fantastic in this movie, especially Ansel Elgort as Baby. I think he did a fantastic job in this movie. He doesn't speak much, but his character is so relevant, and he's really amazing in this movie, especially all the driving scenes with him. I just love his character. I thought he's likable in this film. I even love Kevin Spacey in the film as his crime boss. I think he did a great job. Jamie Foxx was like the funnest part of the movie. I wouldn't say he was the funniest part of the film. I'm not even going to say this film is funny. I couldn't say this as a comedy. I could say this as a great action movie. But Jamie Foxx was awesome in this movie. Lily James, I thought she was good in the film. I think some people are saying that the romance in this movie is a bit off. I didn't think so. I thought the romance is handled really well in this movie, and the connection with Lily James and Ansel Elgort in the film, they're fine together. Like, they are actually really cute together. Now, let's talk about probably the biggest positive I could give this movie. The action, the car chases. They were awesome to watch. Like, the shots that Edgar Wright did with the action scenes, they look awesome. They look amazing. Like, every single car chase, I was like in the edge of my seat the entire time. It's amazing. And the soundtrack, of course. Let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack was awesome. I could like buy the soundtrack at JB Hi-Fi and just listen to it all day, because the soundtrack is freaking amazing in this movie. Edgar Wright is really good as a director. I think every movie he's done, he's really good at the story. This film, the story was handled differently. This is an original story. Yeah, we did see heist films before, we did see car chases before, but not like this. This film is completely a different film. This is mostly an action film and a romance film at the same time. And if you're expecting this as just an action film, you're going to be a bit disappointed, because this is a romance film as well. And the romance was handled well in this movie, and the action was freaking amazing in this movie. Like, I have no complaints with this movie. I think this is a flawless film, kind of like Logan. I thought this is a flawless film. Like, I could watch this film many times with Logan. I have to decide between those two, but maybe Star Wars The Last Jedi will go above those films, but you never know. Maybe Star Wars The Last Jedi is not as great as these films. You'll see. But so far, guys, overall, Baby Driver is an awesome film. I had no flaws with this movie. I don't think there's a single flaw in this movie that I hated. Like, this film is really good. This is probably a new Edgar Wright classic. I'm going to give Baby Driver an A+. Good, my second A+ this year. I had A+ with Logan, and now I have an A+ for this movie. Wow, I better get more A+s in this year, because this year is nearly over. It's like the middle of the year. We got 5 months till the end of the year, so let's get to it. So guys, have you seen Baby Driver? What do you think of that movie? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and have a nice day.